Do you own a timeshare? Are you sick and tired of getting those annoying commercials about the guy that wants you to exit your timeshare? Those constant advertisements about the attorney that's going to legally get you out of your contract. Huh? If you're not tired of it, call the attorney and get a quote. Ask him how much it's going to cost for you to get out of your timeshare. Okay? Ask him how much it's going to cost. And then, when he quotes you what it will cost just in his fees, the second question I want you to ask him is, if I lose my case, will I get my money back? It's the second question I'd like for you to ask him. Okay? Third question I'd like for you to ask him is this. What are the chances of there being a settlement? Meaning, if I pay you and we go to trial or go to a mediation with the resort and the resort's $1 million attorney, what are the chances that the resort is going to offer a settlement? Okay? Meaning that you'd have to pay more money. More money. Okay? Just ask the attorney. Okay? All right. And when you get those answers, if it's more than $2,000, okay, which it's going to be, but if it's more, then what you should do is you should start renting out your timeshare. Okay? A good marketer is going to charge you around $2,000 to $2,500 for a contract, and they will send you rental offers. Okay? Timeshare law is a little different than general real estate, so you'd actually have to get with a marketer that will charge you an upfront fee, which is basically your initiation. You're signing up. It is your startup cost, and you will get rental offers. That way you'll actually make passive income. You'll get residual income, okay? Or if you go with the lawyer and they exit you, you don't get that money back whether you win or lose your case, okay? There's most likely going to be a settlement, okay? And then you're not selling your timeshare. You're basically getting out of it. So you're spending more money just to get out of it. You've already spent money on the timeshare. You pay annual maintenance fees, and now you're going to spend money on an attorney to get you out. It's going to cost you a lot of money, okay? But what you can do is you can rent your timeshare out and actually earn money, okay? Earn passive income on autopilot with marketers who are fighting to get a bonus, and they get the bonus by sending you the rental offers. It's a big dog. Okay? Now, let's say you're somebody that just wants to give away your timeshare. You don't want to rent it. Okay? You don't want to you don't necessarily care about selling it or renting it. Okay? But you just want to kind of give it away. You know what? I'll take it. Okay? I'll take it. If you want to give your timeshare away, what I want you to do is click the message on the screen. Click send message. Okay? But here are the requirements. A, needs to be paid off. B, maintenance fees covered. I don't want to walk into a maintenance fee. Okay? C, I would like for you to pay the closing cost. Okay? So if you're willing to pay, if you're willing to do those steps, A, B, and C, click the message button, click the send message button, and we'll go ahead and we'll get this thing squared away. We'll get with the title company, and we'll go ahead and transfer your deed over to me. I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands. I'll rent it out. Okay? Now, you can talk to that same attorney about a deed transfer, but ask the attorney how much it's going to cost. Okay? Just ask. or you can give it to me. Okay? Contact me in this on this right here. You just click it and just say, hey, I want to give you my timeshare. Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Which resort is this? Number one. Number two, are you up to date? Do you have an outstanding loan on it? What are your maintenance fees? When's your maintenance fee due? Okay. We're going to get with the title company. We're going to go over the closing costs. Cover the closing cost. At that point, yes, I will take your timeshare from you. Your timeshare will be in my name. Once we square everything away with the title company. So if you want to give it away, I will take it. Okay? You don't have to pay an attorney thousands of dollars just to give away your deed. If you want to give it away, I'll take it. But if you want to start renting it out, you can click this link as well, or you can go to timesharerenters.com. Go to timesharerenters.com, and what's going to happen is they're going to pair you with a marketing firm. Okay, so you're actually going to make an appointment on when you're going to have your consultation with the marketing firm. That's why I prefer timesharerenters.com, because some of these other sites, you fill out your information, you put your phone number down, and now you have tons of companies giving you a call every single day. You know why? Because those types of websites make their money by selling your information. When you fill out that information, where you put your name, your phone number, your email address, that is called a lead. L-E-A-D. Lead. That is called a lead. Okay? So those websites make money by selling those leads. Okay? Okay? What they do is they run ads that pretty much say, hey, do you want to sell your timeshare? Okay? You click, okay? You fill out some information, and then they sell the information you fill out. That's a lead. Okay? So they sell it to a company that will contact you. Well, what happens is they sell it to a lot of companies so that they can make more money. Now, here's the thing with timeshare renters. They don't sell your information to a whole bunch of companies. You're going to make an appointment on when you're going to actually have a consultation with a marketer. Okay? So when you go on Timeshare Renters, they're going to ask you about 5 questions. They're going to ask you if you're ready to start renting your timeshare. They're going to ask you if you are paired with an exchange company like RCI or Interval International. Just going to ask you what your resort is, and they're going to let you know something along the lines of that they are a referral company. So Timeshare Renters is a referral company, and that you'll be making an appointment with a marketer, and that upon signing the contract of the marketer, the appointment is free. It's a free consultation. But if you decide to go through with the rental contract, you'll be asked to cover your marketing and advertising costs, which is typically, on average, $2,500 for like a 6-month period. And then if you renew every 6 months, it's a much lower cost, like drastically lower cost. So usually the big hit is the first $2,500. That's the average. Now you got some companies that'll charge a little more. Some companies will run a little special, charge a little less, but on average you're looking at $2,500. So timeshare rentals will tell you that you'll be asked that, and then after that you just it brings you to a calendar and you make your appointment. Yes, you do put your name, you do put your email address and your phone number so that the marketing company can call you. But it will only go to that one specific company. So you're not going to have tons and tons of people that are calling you. If you already do have tons and tons of people that are calling you, you've probably already likely have gone to one of those sites that has sold your information so that the site can make money. And they've already sold your information to a lot of those companies. So what I would do is tell those companies individually when they call you, hey, put me on your do not call list. Tell everyone, put me on your do not call list. Put me on your do not call list. Block the number, okay? But when you make your appointment at timesharerenters.com, you put the availability. The time is Eastern Standard Time, And I believe that the latest appointment that you can make during Monday through Thursday, I believe, is at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know that the hours might be a little different with the pandemic. So I believe that 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the latest time that you can make an appointment. And I believe that it starts at from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. are the appointment slots that you can choose, and just what's available within that time. So that's what I would do. If you want to start renting your timeshare, I personally have a couple of deeds, and I've made some pretty good money off of renting my timeshare. It landed upon me as a gift. I wanted to get into general real estate, and the only loan that I qualified for was a first-time home buyer. And with the first-time home buyer, I would have had to wait a couple amount of years before I could actually rent it out. And I'd have to be the primary resident in the house, and I wouldn't have been allowed to legally rent or Airbnb until a certain number of years. So then literally within about a month after that, I really, this was a couple years ago. About a month after, I pretty much didn't get the mortgage loan that I wanted. Timeshare basically fell in my lap. One of my guys was like, "Hey, this is what I do. We have a market right now where people are literally handing away their timeshare. They're just handing it away. They don't understand the value that they have. They don't understand the asset that they have. Okay, they feel like they've been duped. They feel like they've been muscled, and they feel like they're paying too much in annual maintenance fees. But they don't understand that they can rent this out. And if they pair with an exchange company that gives them unlimited getaways, that pretty much turns you into regular conventional real estate. And now your maintenance fee, your annual maintenance fee is a lot less than paying a monthly mortgage. If you're if you're renting out regular real estate, you're paying a monthly mortgage. Okay? You're renting out your timeshare, you're paying an annual, what they call maintenance fee. Annual maintenance fee. So once a year. And if you pair with an exchange company, yes, you pay an annual maintenance fee with them as well. Some of them are aligned with the resort, so their fee, their annual fee for the exchange company might be intertwined with your maintenance fee with the resort, or it might be a separate annual fee for RCI or Interval International that is separate from your maintenance fee with the resort. So with RCI or Interval International, they will have their own annual fee. They are an exchange company. So if I said maintenance fee for that, I apologize. But they are an exchange company, so they would have their own annual fee. And sometimes the resorts, the way that they partner with these exchange companies, they might just have the annual fee for your exchange company within your packaged annual maintenance fee with the resort. I know that sounds a lot, but it just so that's the only thing. So you definitely, if you want to rent your timeshare, it is a no-brainer. It is an absolutely no-brainer to get with an exchange company, okay? Because that way you're not binded to just 1 or 2 weeks out of the year, okay? If you got RCI or Interval International, you get unlimited getaways as well, okay? Oh, but what if they don't have the availability? What if they don't have the availability? Listen, you get with a group of marketers. Don't worry about that. They're gonna market it. They're gonna market, cheap resort rentals. Resort rentals for only $1,500 a week. They're gonna have a campaign set up for you. You're gonna have a link to your actual advertising campaign. You're going to see your campaign. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like if somebody says, hey, I want to spend $1,000 for June, a week in June in Vegas. When you call up Interval International, you're going to get the availability. You know what I mean? You're going to find a resort. You know, it gets tricky when it boils down sometimes to the specific dates and if it's a last minute booking. But these marketers are going to have those offers to you well ahead in time. They're gonna have make sure the Interval or RCI, or if you just use the points or your floating week with the resort, they're gonna make sure that everything is available. Okay, because it's incentivized for them to send you those offers and for you to accept those offers and for you to get the money. So, you know, if you're not renting out your timeshare, then yes, you're gonna feel like you've been duped. If you're not traveling and you're not renting it out, then yes, you're stuck in a commitment where you're gonna keep paying annual maintenance fees. Okay, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? But if you're renting your timeshare out, okay, and if you think, the average timeshare rents anywhere in average, I'm just saying, if you look it up, the average timeshare rents anywhere from $1,000 a week to $2,500 a week. Okay, if you're dealing, let's say for example, you're looking at you got a Wyndham Resort. Okay, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. They got a jacuzzi in there, full blown living room in there. You look at some of these other sites, and put a week in there. Okay, put a week in there for that type of room and see what it comes to. Okay, not the nightly cost, but look at the bottom line. Everything, the total after taxes, the hotel fee, and the this and that. You're looking at close to like $3,000. I mean, more. $2,500 more. So what happens is that these marketers price you where it's significantly lower. So it's in the person's benefit to rent your time because it's going to be significantly lower. And that significantly lower for those types of resorts is $1,000, $1,500. That is going to be lower than if they were to book through some of these regular sites that compare and price and everything like that, or even just the resort directly themselves. If you think about it, just do your own homework. Go, don't take my word. Pull your phone out right now. Go ahead and just look for one of these 5-star resorts, a Wyndham Deluxe or Diamond Resort or Blue Green, and just put Vegas, put whatever week you want, put whatever city, okay, put Miami, whatever city, and just see what the price will come to, what the total after tax, after the fees and everything, what does the total come to? Okay, and it's going to be more. It's going to be more than $1,500. It's going to be more than $1,000. Okay, so what happens is that these marketers are going to pretty much sell. They're renting your time for you, but they're pretty much, when they advertise, they're showing that discount. So you're gonna get $1,000, $1,500, maybe even $2,000 of rental income, and it's still gonna be for the renter. They're still getting a significant discount than if they weren't to get it through you. You understand? So everybody wins. That's the beauty of renting out your timeshare. Okay, but if you're not renting out your timeshare, then and if you're not traveling, you're at a lose-lose situation. And yes, you're dealing with a perpetual deed that you're going to have to continue to pay money on. Okay, and when you die, it's going to be passed on to your next of kin. Okay, what you want to do is you want to turn your timeshare into a business that you gladly give to your next of kin. You want to gladly give your timeshare to your next of kin as an income driving machine. Okay? That's what you want to do. So you want to rent your timeshare out. If you're not renting your timeshare, you're missing out on making passive income. It's a no-brainer. If the $2,500 startup cost is a deal breaker for you, then just continue to pay your maintenance fees. Don't click the button. Just continue to pay your maintenance fees if it's a deal breaker for you. Okay? If it's a deal breaker for you, then continue to pay your maintenance fees. Okay? But if you can afford $2,500, mind you, that's the average cost to get started up, and then every 6 months is much cheaper. But if you can afford at least $2,500 to get started up, it's highly worth it, because you're going to be getting rental offers sent to you, and you'll definitely make that money back. But if you can afford to get started, then it's a no-brainer. Make money. Make money. Make money with your timeshare. Make money with your timeshare. Make money with your timeshare. Why not make money with your timeshare? Huh? Make money with your timeshare. Okay? Make money with your timeshare. Okay? So, if you, again, I'll sum this up. If you would like to rent, you want to go to timesharerenters.com. Timesharerenters.com. And what you're going to do is, yes, you are going to be paying a startup cost. Timeshare Renters, what you're going to do is you're actually going to schedule the appointment to have the consultation with the timeshare marketer. But once you sign up, once you sign a rental contract with the marketer, you're going to pay. Okay? If you go into the supermarket and you get a Snicker bar, you're going to pay for the Snicker bar. Okay? You're not gonna say, hey, look, I want the Snicker bar for free, but if I like it, I'm gonna pay for it. No, you're gonna pay for the Snicker bar. Okay? Timeshare real estate is a little bit different. Okay? It's, you get with a marketer. Okay? If you want to pay on the back end, that's a broker, and brokers typically don't handle real estate, timeshare real estate. They just don't. They don't touch it. Okay? So in timeshare, you get with a marketer, and in most cases, honestly, in any case that I've been in, they don't take any money out of your rentals. So you pay the one-time cost, and then the startup cost, and then you don't get billed anything out of your rentals. So if you rent it for $1,500, that's $1,500. Okay. Now if it goes through RCI or Interval, they're gonna charge a little fee. That's something you can't get around. That's separate. That's their thing. But it's small. You're still walking away. If you rent your time out for $2,000 a week, and if Interval charges $150, or let's just make the math easy, Interval charges $200 out of that, you're still walking away with $1,800 in your pocket off of time that you weren't even using. You're not using that time. You're not using it. Okay? And when you are ready to travel with your family, you can still travel personally as well. You're not put into a bucket. When you start renting your time, that doesn't put you in a bucket where you can only rent and you can't do personal anymore. Many people feel that way. No, you can still rent. I mean, you can still do personal. Okay? So, if you would like to rent, you want to go to timesharerenters.com. Okay? If you would like to give your timeshare away, if you just want to give your timeshare away, then it depends on how you're seeing this video. If you're seeing this video and you see a send message, then click the send message. If you're seeing this video on YouTube, then what you want to do is you want to go into the description. Go into the description, and I'm going to tell you step by step on how to just give me your timeshare. We'll take it. But what I want you to do is I want you to be current on your maintenance fees, okay? And I want you to pay the closing costs, okay? If you're not current on your maintenance fees, if you're not willing to pay the closing costs, then, you know, I would suggest going a different route. But typically, if you get with an attorney on a deed transfer, they're gonna charge you. They're gonna charge you. And if you don't believe me, call them. Any commercial or ad that you see with the guy saying, "Hey, I will, you know, we will cancel your contract that you have with the timeshare. We have an X amount success rate." Call them up and do the free consultation and see how much they're charging. Just see how much they're charging, okay? And then ask them if there's a chance of a future settlement where you have to end up paying more. Just see, okay? And then if you say, "Hey, look, I just want to give you my timeshare for free. I just want to transfer my deed." Just see how much they're going to charge you. Just ask them. Call them up and ask them how much they're going to charge, okay? Then, you know, get in contact with me, okay? Look down in the description area. I'm gonna have step by step on how to what you need to do, step by step, okay? I'm gonna have step by step, okay? Or what you can do is you can go on timesharerenters.com. You can click through as if you do want to rent your time, but on the page to schedule the appointment, you can actually, there should be like an area where you can leave a comment and you can just, like, you know, say, "Hey, I want to give away," or if it says which resort do you have, you can just say giveaway. Say giveaway. And then what you're going to do is you're going to leave your phone number, okay? Leave your email address. It's going to ask you those questions, and then you'll be contacted, okay? And then we will get the title company, and we'll get the deed transferred over. But you need to be up to date on your maintenance fees, and pay the closing costs. And I'll take your timeshare from you, okay? So, again, I suggest renting it out. That's going to make you some money, okay? It's a no-brainer. But if you want to give it away, I'd say give it to me. Otherwise, you can do it through an attorney, through an exit program, whatever they call themselves. You know, you can do it through them, but they're gonna charge you. They're gonna charge you a pretty penny. That's how they make their money. That's how he buys those expensive suits that you see him wearing in the commercials. He gets people. They aim their advertisements towards people who feel like they've been duped with their timeshare. They don't tell you at all about renting your timeshare. They don't want to tell you about renting it. What they'll do is they'll say, "Hey, timeshares aren't selling," which, to be honest with you, he's right. Timeshares kind of aren't selling, and not that they aren't selling, but the ones that sell fast are priced very low, okay? And they run into people like me who buy them and flip them, or buy them and rent them. But, you know, otherwise, timeshares sell at the 90-minute presentation. That's how they sell. That's just how they sell. It's an impulse buy. That's just how they sell. This is the industry. That's how they sell, okay? They don't sell online. So if you get one of these scam companies that say, "Hey, we're gonna post you online," it's just a scam. They know it's not gonna sell, and then they're gonna try to charge you over $1,000. If you run into a company that says, "Hey, we're gonna list you online," don't pay. Don't do that, because you can list your timeshare on Craigslist for $1 a month or something like that. Something crazy cheap. You know what I mean? You can list it on your Facebook page. But timeshares don't sell on the internet because people don't understand what buying time is. They don't understand what it means. Timeshare is new. It's a baby. It's only been around since the 70s, okay? That's when the concept's been brought aboard. It's only been around since the 70s, so people need to be taught what a timeshare is. They need to be taught what renting time is. It's like if you were to go buy a car and you see the Mercedes-Benz that you want is for $70,000, and right next to it you see the same exact Mercedes-Benz for $4,000. Then you click on it and it says, hey, yeah, this is a time car. You can only drive it for 2 weeks out of the year. But what you can do is you can pair with an exchange company, and then you can drive it for more. You just got to have the availability. People are going to be like, whoa. Let me just buy the regular Mercedes-Benz. I don't know what this time stuff is. People don't understand what buying time, renting time is. If you ask me my personal opinion, here's where I think the mistake was made when it comes to the timeshare industry. I think that the mistake is made at the 90-minute presentation. I know this because I've sat through a couple just out of my own personal research. The primary focus at these presentations are typically on traveling. They get these people who are at the resort on vacation, and you're in your resort, you look on the mirror and you see, or you got a pamphlet, and it says learn how you can get a free cruise, or go down here and get a $500 certificate or whatever, which is true. And then what happens is you go down to the 90-minute presentation. If you sit through the 90-minute presentation, they're going to give you an incentive. They're going to give it to you. The timeshare industry spends millions and millions of dollars for this type of advertisement. So they're going to follow through with that. You sit through the 90-minute presentation. You could go to these resorts and you could just go sit through the presentation, just don't buy, and then get gifts. They'll give it to you. It's not a scam. But what happens is when they do sell the timeshares that way, the salesmen, they focus on people who are already traveling. So they talk to them about how you and your family can travel. You guys can benefit with the travel. They talk highly about that, and they focus on that. But in my opinion, that's what needs to change. Instead of focusing on impulse buyers, families that are on a vacation and everything, and selling it to them as future vacations, they need to be talking about the rentals from the beginning. You need to let people know that getting a timeshare is beneficial because you can rent it out and get some really good passive income. That needs to be from the beginning, from the very beginning. Instead of targeting everybody who are at these resorts, maybe target people who go to these resorts when they're on entrepreneurial conferences, or investor conferences, venture capitalism, people who are into real estate conferences. You need to just target those people. Target people who are interested in renting timeshare, because a lot of people that get these timeshares, they're not